Hello.
Wala pa?
Hello. Ayan na, nandun na tayo sa live. Mag-hi ka na.
Hi everyone.
Ayan. Kung kala naman
You
ako
guys
nag-start,
see
doon
us?
ka na wala sa screen. Anyway, ayan na. Naka-live na tayo. Nakikita na nila tayo.
Can you guys
Alright.
like comment like hi, hello kung saan kayo nanonood? Like if it's possible. Okay, hi Za, how are you?
Hello, Angel. I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay lang. It's anong araw ngayon? Tuesday, no?
Yeah, Tuesday.
No, count because I forgot about the day today. Anyway, how are you again? Kumain ka na ba? Kumustang araw mo? Pagod ka ba? You know?
I'm good but not in a good mood because lumabas yung schedule natin.
Exactly.
For Module 2. Yeah. So we'll have to return to classes na by tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow
okay,
na.
so ano nga bang dahilan za? Why are we doing this live?
Yeah.
Wait. Let me ask our audience. Naririnig ba tayo clearly? Or like, is there any
Oo nga,
problem?
sige nga. Tanungin mo nga sila.
Wait lang. Comment muna kayo. I'll just get something, okay?
Wow, ang galing, ang galing. Iiwan niyo po ako mag-isa. Hello, so dahil iniwan po ako ni Angel for the meantime. Hello ulit. Sana kumain na kayo. Sana okay lang kayo dyan sa mga kinalalagyan nyo. Ayan na, bumalik na siya.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so yun, balik tayo. So what's the reason ba? Why are we doing this live, Ate Za?
Ano ba? Yung general ba o itong specific episode lang?
For this
There are two
specific
things.
episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
specific episode
First,
muna tayo. Mamaya na yung general kasi marami pa mangyayari sa IR bodies nito. Anyway, so we're doing this. As you can see sa aming title, we're gonna talk about climate action. And nakikita nyo naman sa aming virtual background. It's all about climate. So we will be talking about the recent news na nangyari nga globally. Kung saan nag-protest, nag-form ng global protest ang scientists around the world for climate matter, for this ongoing climate issue. So since it's very pressing and it's very hot right now, naisipan namin pag-usapan to ngayon. Actually, for IR bodies, this is not our plan na it's not sa plan namin for the first episode is not this. But since it's very relevant, it's very alarming.
Very timely.
We decided to go. Yes, it's very timely. We decided to go with this.
So ano naman yung reason of this channel or like of this series? Like IR Bodies. Bakit natin to sinimulan, Ate Za?
Ewan ko nga po si Angel po talaga yung pasimuno. Charing. IR Bodies. Hi, we're IR Bodies. Nag-introduce na ba tayo ng sarili natin formally?
Not yet.
Pa,
pero kilala naman nila tayo. So
kilala ka nila. Kilala ka nila.
Kilala ka nila. No, kilala ka nila.
Ayan nga, this is Angel and Zara. So, ano kami? We're college buddies. Wow! College buddies!
That's why IR Bodies.
Yeah. We have the same course. We're blockmates in international relations. We're under international relations. And so we decided na magganito, just to have a place to absorb what we learn, what we are gonna face. Yes. We're using this as our training ground as well. So, ayan, marami po kayong i-expect.
Like we will be talking about anything under the sun, meaning like
exactly
any topic that is very relevant and any topic or issues that you want us to talk about. And everything that we've learned from the College of International Relations, we will be applying it here in our talk. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started na, Ate Za, with our first topic, which is climate change. Okay.
Climate change. Okay,
climate
so ito na nga.
Parang it's undying topic, Ate Za, no? Parang it's been there since we were born. Like ever since elementary, naririnig ko na yung climate change.
Pareho tayo. Alam mo ako rin. Like elementary pa lang, sa mga activities namin, sa mga school programs, laging nasa team ang climate change just to raise advocacy. And despite all that, still, ang paligid natin is still getting worse and unfortunately, those in the higher ups are not listening sa mga problems.
Okay, we'll talk more about that. Don't jump.
Exactly. Ano lang yan?
Okay.
Patikim lang.
Glimpse.
Ano lang?
Yeah. Okay, Ate Za, like, ano yung recent happening regarding climate change, and what really triggers the scientists to actually have this demonstration/protest? Okay, Ate Za?
Okay, thank you for that wonderful question. Anyway, as I have mentioned earlier, nagkaroon nga ng just last week, mag-a 1 week na. Nagkaroon ng global protest ang scientists around the world, nag-hand in hand sila to protest about the problem ngayon about sa climate natin, and to be more specific, itungkol sa global warming, di ba? About fossil fuel. Anyway, so this was organized by Scientist Rebellion. If you know them, ano sila eh, so marami since may website sila, look up na lang. So ito sila nag-organize noon, and then through them naging successful, not successful, pero ayun nga, nagawa ng mga scientists globally na mag-protest ng sabay-sabay sa kanilang government, sa kanilang local places, to raise awareness about the ongoing problem, the alarming issue ngayon sa global warming. And then, ayun nga, places like US, Spain, Ecuador. Yes? May sabihin ka?
At from what I know, like, they were arrested. Tama ba yung aking
True.
They were arrested, right?
Yes, yung isang famous video from LA, California ba? Yes, sa California, kung saan yung American scientists doon sila nag-protest. Itong lalaki na nagsalita, yung may sikat na video, viral na video, he tweeted the day after, ayun nga, na they were arrested, and ayun, they were arrested for raising awareness sa problem ng global warming.
Like, to justify the arrest, actually police said that it's civil disobedience, meaning civil disobedience because they think na scientists, like, they are causing traffic and such.
Exactly.
They are throwing fake bloods.
Yeah, disobedience. Pero Scientist Rebellion, itong group na to, they were clear that ang goal isa sa mga ginagawa nilang action sa pag-advocate is non-violence.
Yeah,
diba?
They are actually advocating for that.
Sadyang, syempre, since we don't know, there are intentions na tapakan, there are mga planong masisira. Alam naman, politics, That's why they call it civil disobedience. Anyway,
I'll share ko lang Ate Za. Like, for me, like, a high job, like, a very diligent, a very, passionate job as scientist. Parang they were being dehumanized. Parang what our police are doing, they are dehumanizing the scientists. Just by arresting them, it actually lessened their credentials to the public view. Diba? Yung parang i-arrest mo sila, and like there's media and everything. And for scientists to just raise an awareness to actually ask for participation of the public. Wait, is that may natawag? Okay, yeah. To actually ask for the attention of the public. I don't think it's it's a reason. Wait, may natawag talaga. Ikaw muna.
Sige. Just to continue nga sa aking pagre-report, sa more info. So, 1,000 scientists, according sa articles, there were 1,000 scientists na nagsama-sama in 25 countries. And, ayun, ang responses ng mga police and government sa lahat ng scientists na ito is the same. Ang sabi nila, civil disobedience. And, it's just, ayun nga, as sabi ni Angel, because we can see that the police, the government are powerful. So, ang laki nung kaaway ng scientists, and yung nagsispread ng good, yung nagsispread ng awareness, sila pa yung nagmumukhang sa halip na paniwalaan sila ng lahat, people are having doubts. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Like sinasabi nga nila,
I agree.
sinasabi nung iba, nag-e-exage lang naman yung mga scientists na yan sa
Yeah.
pag-protest nila, sa advocacies
Exaggerating,
nila.
spreading lies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where in fact,
They were
in
being
fact-
questioned.
exactly, they have the datas. They can see they can see yung pwedeng mangyari. They are called scientists for a reason, di ba? And that's the data that they have are what's pushing them are what's pushing them, to
It's not
to go
them naman like alone. It's
outside.
not them alone. Tsaka ito nga, parang one post from Facebook na gusto kong i-share dito is yung what's the point of, studying? What's the point of being educated? Or what's the point of education alone if we're not gonna listen to educated? Diba? They are in that
Exactly.
sector to study science, to study the planet. So like if they show data, if they ask for our help, if they ask for our attention, like it is our job as a citizen, diba? To actually listen and believe. Because, I don't think there's any reason for them to lie, to exage. I don't think that's, that could actually be true. What are the police accusing the scientists? I don't think they are spreading lies, they're exaggerating and such. So yun, like, yun lang yung for me. Sa'yo ba, Teza?
Ano
Are
sabi
we
mo?
on the same
Yes.
on the same sentiments?
No, yes, I agree with you. We're on the same page.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Yes.
Sa ibang bagay, we use exaggeration. We use methods and ways to persuade people. Sa case na nangyari recently, it was they're doing everything that they could. In their case, they're not exaggerating. They're just doing everything that they could
They are crying.
Yes. They're really crying. They're really disturbing us. Just para ma-alarm din tayo kasi sila alarm na sila because they know, they have the data. And tayo bilang they want of course to share they want to share what they know. They want to share what they know sa atin.
Yeah, also parang I remember like there's this one scientist who threw fake blood, just to draw attention.
Yes.
I think that's from Spain.
That's in Spain, yes.
Yeah, that's from Spain. Okay.
Grabe.
Okay, yan, Ate Za.
Anyway,
Do you have any more?
So ito nga para to move on with our next discussion. Kasi sa LA, sa California, itong American scientists, they chained themselves sa isang building, investment banking company. Kasi itong company na ito, sila yung according sa news, sila pala yung top financer dito sa planong yung fossil fuel issue na to turn gases from fossil fuel. Tama ba? Gases ba? And sila yung number one financer since 2016. Anyway, so they chained themselves there. Kasi, ayun nga, itong fossil fuel issue, ang laki ng naaambag niya sa global warming, yung bad
Yes,
bad
which will
effects.
be discussed later, diba, Teza?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Okay, baka hindi lang alam ng other audience or other viewers natin. Like kasi, what really triggers or what really urged the scientists is yung recent IPCC report or yung Intergovernmental Panel on Climate
Ayun
Change.
Pala.
So, it's really urging, like it urged the scientists to actually protest and to really ask for attention of the public and also the public and private sectors interventions. Because for me, Ate Za, it will not work only if public will do. It will not work only if private will do. No, it has to work in hand.
Hand in hand talaga.
Yeah, hand in hand. That's the term. Okay, Ate Za, let's discuss naman yung basic concept of climate change.
Just to remind, para ma-refresh
yung greenhouse
tayo.
gases, greenhouse effect. Yes.
To remind ourselves.
This is not,
sige.
Okay, disclaimer. We are not professionals. We are not in a field of science.
Yes.
But, we're just sharing what we know
Madaldal lang
and
talaga
for
kami.
you guys, to also be informed. Okay, so yung basic concept of climate change, kasi actually, we have greenhouse effect nga, di ba? Like that we've learned way back elementary or junior high school. So yung greenhouse effect, it was actually very tolerable by the scientists. Ibig sabihin, we cannot leave the earth without greenhouse effect because world is naturally cold. So through this greenhouse effect or greenhouse gases, parang ginajaketa niya tayo. Like if it's cold, like we wear jacket, to be comfortable, to be able to live. In short, it makes the world or the earth, the planet, livable and habitable. So yeah, greenhouse effect is actually tolerable before. But over time, as humanity increases, as human activities expand, there's industrialization, there's innovation, and a lot more other things. It contributes, to the increase, to the massive increase of the greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. So what are the greenhouse gases or the heat trapping gases pa na we have? First, we have water vapor. Second, we have methane. And lastly, we have the carbon dioxide, which is the biggest, one of the main contributor to the atmosphere, to our atmosphere. Yan. And yung pinoprotest ng scientists ngayon is yung pagpapatuloy na, pag-utilize ng fossil fuels ng government or ng mga private sectors. They keep on signing contracts. They keep on allowing for these huge corporations to continue to make use of our fossil fuels. So meaning they are still, allowing it, although there's already a report, there's already a formal letters from the NASA, from the IPCC, and such agencies na concerned or na alam mo yun na concerned dito sa climate change. And yun, but still they're still insisting na let's burn fossil fuels. Okay, so why burning fossil fuels is really really prohibited now? I mean, by the scientists, it's really what's the term? Wait.
Risky na siya. Hindi na siya
Yeah, it's risky.
advisable.
It's not advisable by the scientists because once we burn fossil fuels now, although may IPCC new report na, if we continue doing it, yung natural cycle ng ng atmosphere natin or ng greenhouse gases, the natural cycle that we have, once we burn more fossil fuels, magko-contribute more ng carbon dioxide. Ibig sabihin, mati-triple, quadruple, and whatsoever. Kumbaga, mau-ultra boost siya. So that's really concerned.
Wala ng balance sa cycle.
Yeah.
Due to our human activities.
That's really concerned the scientists because imagine we already have like the IPCC report or the NASA already gave I think it's not a deadline but a target to reach.
Yes, may goal na
to meet.
Yung
yes,
IPCC po
already.
Para sa kaalaman ng lahat, under siya ng United Nations and the IPCC sila yung focus nga sila sa climate, sa environment. And so nagkaroon ng meeting sa United Nations. May goal na, may target na. Pero with what we are doing right now with the companies, big companies, with what they are doing, parang mas nagiging impossible ma-hit yung target.
Yeah. And ang problem kasi, parang sa karamihan, majority of the people, just because they're not experiencing it now, they feel like or they think that it's not happening. It's not going to happen. Yeah, that's what they have inside their head. So that's concerned us, diba, Zach? Yeah, that's why we're doing this right now. So if you guys have friends, if they have free time, please invite them to watch this, live. Okay, what's next? Ateza, what's more to discuss now?
Actually, if some of you may wonder, wala bang alternatives sa fossil fuels?
Yes.
Actually,
okay,
marami. There are many. Bigay ka ng examples. Ano to yung solar energy.
The thing that we call renewable energy.
Yes, so renewable energies.
We have solar, we have wind. Like it's just it takes
may
innovation.
Water. Yes.
Yes, there's also water. That's right, Ateza.
Yes, there
sa
are.
Government. Okay, sige, Ateza.
Sige, ikaw muna.
Ikaw muna.
I mean, what I'm saying is, merong better alternatives than this. But because capitalism, syempre, they want more profits. Kasi mahal po ang sa alternatives na to, mahal yung pag-build nito.
Pag-invest. And there's no much, there's no much research or studies about it yet. Kasi nga, konti
True.
pa lang yung nag-utilize or konti pa lang yung nag-shift. So parang this big corporation, the government doesn't want to invest a lot of money to this.
Exactly.
There's a term na natutunan natin kay Miss Kimberly. Like, I just forgot. Yung parang research department ng
Huwag mo
isang
ako
company.
i-challenge.
They don't wanna invest on that. Okay, calling Miss Kimberly.
Eh. Oh
Okay,
my
what
gosh.
do we call
Tulog
that?
ata ako ng mga panahon. Hindi. Alam ko rin
Yun
yun. Alam
tayo.
ko yun.
Ayun, they don't wanna
wanna
invest
invest.
that because it costs too much. It
Mhm.
costs too much. At kaya they're still using fossil fuels. They're still, imagine the energy, how much energy they should provide, diba? Tapos they're just gonna start into this new invention or into this new platform of energy or new source of energy na wala pang ganun ka-research or wala pang ganun, how do I say, hindi pa siya there's a term nasa likod. But it's not yet being practiced or it's not yet being used. Yes, it's not yet being improved as well. So
Pero
that's why
you
they
know,
don't want that. Yes, that is that.
Solar energy, nag-start naman na siya.
Yes.
Ikaw ba may na-notice mo na? Actually, here sa mga hospitals dito, sa mga they use it na eh. I think in the Philippines even, talagang na.
As a family, we are actually, considering. But yun nga, it costs a lot of money. So it's also an investment.
Exactly.
It's also an investment.
Sa simula lang naman, pero 'di ba in the long run talagang sa finance and for the environment. Anyway, mamaya natin yan pag-usapan pa on ways to help.
Learn more about that at and inform them. Like the solar energy, the wind energy and such. No, parang mag-shift na tayo lahat. Actually, there's this new transition from my end. You know, instead of using Google, I use Equation now. How about you, Ateza?
Well,
Okay, you're guilty.
No, hey, sabi naman nila, Google is going green na rin. Pero, of course, on my part, I'm still doing some researches kasi nga, ang useful ng Google sa akin, ayun nga lang din pag may mga benefits talaga, di ba, ang hirap i-let go.
Yeah.
But it's harmful sa other. Well, sabi nila, Google is going green na rin naman. Pero we still have to see on that. I'm still seeing on that. Yes,
That's
I'm trying.
Nice naman.
I'm trying.
I hope like all other big companies or all other mainstream companies, they should also consider, diba, like shifting to a more eco-friendly system.
Exactly.
More eco-friendly service product, more eco-friendly transactions. I think once small corporations and big corporations, I think pag nag-work hand in hand yan, I think we will meet the goal of this IPCC.
The thing is, many today are already doing their part. However, ang hirap talagang ma-match yung ginagawa ng big manufacturers kasama pa ang government. Kasi imagine they're big manufacturers. What they do every day are big outputs. And so, yung mga nawi-waste nila, ang laki rin.
Yeah, they have like this massive mobilization. Kaya nga sabi ni Duterte sa Amerika, like, kayo mga malalaking bansa kayo, kumita na kayo dyan. Like, you all have already earned money from that. Ayusin nyo na yan. Kasi actually,